A divorce can not only take a big toll on you emotionally, it can also deliver a big hit to your finances. Lindsey Markus of Chuhuk and Tucson joins us to talk about getting a divorce and trying to survive that thing financially. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. So what steps would you give somebody? I mean, how difficult, how hard of a hit is this for somebody going through a divorce, whether it's going on the upside of the mountain or the downside of the mountain, you do take a financial hit.
Absolutely. I think knowledge is power. And clients will often remark on the expense associated with the wedding. But if you think the wedding is expensive, wait until you try and get a divorce.
Even if you're the one who goes out and says, I'll pay for it, your meter starts ticking right there.
Absolutely.
What's the best way to protect yourself, would you say?
I think, again, going back to the idea of knowledge, prenuptial agreements can be a very effective tool. A prenuptial agreement really allows the couple to identify which assets they want to treat as individual versus marital assets.
But so many people, Lindsey, you've heard this before, they feel like if you have someone sign a prenup, you're going into the marriage already on your way out.
I think the reality of the situation with the dramatic rise in divorces demands that couples think about the best case scenario as well as the worst case scenario. And part of that involves understanding the financial implications associated with a marriage as well as a potential divorce.
So you're saying you should have that discussion before you even get married. Let's talk about our finances, which is a tough thing to talk about. People are so quick to talk about sex. We're able to deal with family. But when it comes to finances, that's a hard discussion for a lot of women and men to have.
No question. I think the truly successful couples that I see in my practice on the preliminary side in terms of being engaged and then later on after several years of marriage really have healthy conversations and relationships around finances.
So when should you, let's say you meet someone, it's 6 months, a year, you figure out, okay, this is it. He's the one, she's the one. When should you start talking about how are we going to handle finances if he's already popped the question or she has already popped the question?
I think it's never too early to engage in the discussion because ideally you want to have an open dialogue with your partner and you want to hammer out any controversies or disagreements that might exist.
So if you've lost a big chunk of it, then how do you regain some of your money, some of your wealth back?
I think at the end of the day, it's all about having the right team of advisors in place because oftentimes throughout the course of a relationship, one party might take the lead on finances and investments and the other might take the lead on the household management. So if clients have the right team of financial, legal, and tax advisors in place, they're positioned for success.
Now, what if you're thinking that, okay, I don't have enough money, I don't have a lot of money, I'm not thinking that I need a team of advisors. I have the money that I do have, I want to keep. So what should you do in that aspect?
Even if you're not going to engage an advisor to work with you on a full-time basis, there are so many wonderful resources available for clients today to either do things on a flat fee, to get a crash course on Finance 101, read literature, and just go out there and learn.
All right, now what advice for people at home thinking about, okay, I'm ready to get married, but after listening to Lindsey, I don't know if I want to do it, but they're not. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. What advice would you give them?
You know, I think at the end of the day, there's no question it is difficult to decide these decisions now. But hands down, it pales in comparison and can certainly streamline decisions and help minimize costs and aggravation later on down the road.
Okay, I'm divorced. I'm having a flash now. Thank you so much, Lindsey. I appreciate it. Just thinking about the numbers, because like you said, it takes a while to rebound too. All righty, up next on Fox News at noon, Bill returns with a final look at the forecast. I really am hot in here. We'll be right back, everybody.